is Bazette. I'm 20 years old. I am a Haitian-born Canadian. I moved to Canada when I was about 8 years old. And to be very honest with you, I've never experienced race or racism when I was in Haiti until I moved to Canada. So growing up in Canada was very, very different. Coming from Haiti, everyone around you was Black, so you've never really felt out of place. But my first experience with racism here in Canada was, when I was in grade 4, and I loved the movie Jackie. I love Jackie Chan as an actor, and I just love karate and everything. So the kids would call me Blackie Chan, which, to be very honest with you, I never really understood, the joke. So I'd play around with them, I'd laugh with them, and stuff like that. They'd be like, "Yeah, Blackie Chan, that's cool, that's super awesome." But it's not until my university days or even my high school days, my later moments in life, that I realized, hey, that was racist, But it's been a passion of mine ever since I was very, very young to create a platform that can help at-risk children, at-risk communities, and just ensure that there's a better future, a more sustainable future for all of us, and everyone has a chance at getting exactly what they want out of life. So that's one of my aspirations, and it's something that I'm currently building here in Ottawa. My team and I, we've hosted an event called the Aftermath Exhibition. We help youth, young artists, young Black artists, particular in the community. We facilitate growth, we help them grow their artistry, we help them showcase their artistry, and we help them connect with other artists around the city. And also, this particular event allows us to create a new narrative for Black people within the community. The question of why is Black History Month important is a question that I kind of struggled with answering, because to be very honest with you, I don't know too much about Canadian history, well, Canadian Black history. I didn't know too much until I did a little bit of research myself, but I feel as though there's not as much emphasis on Canadian Black history. So I think it's a month that we should take to raise our voices, to highlight current issues that we're dealing with. So it's about our current struggles, our past, our history, where we came from, as well as where we're going. How to fix that issue of systemic racism is a little bit more representation of Black people within the media, switching up the narratives that have been ascribed to Black people. So whether it be the narratives of Black men being super violent and being a gangster, and Black women being hypersexualized in the media. So I think it's essential to switch up those narratives and showing the diversity within Black culture. Contrary to popular belief, slavery is a very real part of Canada's history. It was officially legalized in 1689, but it existed way before that. Settlers first enslaved Indigenous peoples, but killed them with their infectious diseases. Settlers were then forced to enslave Black men and Black women from the Americas and the Caribbean. Colonists really hoped to establish plantations here in Canada, but the weather was too cold, so there was no plantations happening here. As a result, the economy was less reliant on slave labor. But to quote Dr. Thornhill, a notable Canadian lawyer, Blacks as chattel property or movables became as a commonplace as were the abundant public advertisements, posters, and notices of which they were the subjects. So, yes, there were slaves auctions here in Canada, frequently, especially frequent in Nova Scotia. Yes, there were published notices offering rewards for runaway slaves here in Canada. Yes, newspapers regularly advertised the sale of slaves. Yes, and yes, the settlements of Quebec City, Montreal, Halifax frequently received ships containing enslaved Black men and women. It is important to note that during the height of slavery in Canada, not all Black people were enslaved. But nonetheless, as noted by author Robin Maynard, slavery was a very real institution in Canada that totally devalued Black life. making way for institutionalized racism still present in our system today. For more information, read the resources found below in the description.
Good morning, McTavish. I am your host, Ada, and it is a day 3.
The Highschool GSA Alliance is meeting today at lunch in room 2006.
Talent show is premiering this Friday, and everyone will have a chance to vote for the winner of the $75 prize for People's Choice.
High school students can now order the Key Study Guides, Solero, and SNAP workbooks for all subjects. All orders and payments are now done online using the link on the top of the screen. Orders can be placed until February 25th. Books will be delivered to the school the week after Teachers' Convention.
Friday is Sunglasses Day. Your future is just so bright that you have to wear shades inside.
Varsity badminton tryouts will be held after the convention break on Monday, March 7th and Thursday, March 10th in Junior High Gym A. Please see Mr. Wong if you have any questions. Grade 9 tryouts will be on March 7th, Grade 7 tryouts will be on March 8th, and Grade 8 tryouts will be on March 10th. Callbacks will be the following Monday. Questions regarding junior high badminton can be directed to Miss Bishop.
Now to sports.
All right. 7M will be in Gym A, 7N will be in Gym B for the junior highs, and for the varsity gym, grade 10s will only be in there. Have a great day, McTavish.
Thank you.
We are wanting all students to be aware that they are not to be congregating with other students in washrooms or under the stairs during transition times or lunches anymore. Staff and supervisors will be reminding you all of this, but we need to decrease the congestion in these areas and make sure that students are in areas that are actively supervised at all times.
Today's French word of the day is Cerf-volant. Its literal translation is flying deer. However, this word does not describe a mythical flying creature, but in fact, a kite.
Any students interested in ordering McTavish music clothing can visit the website linked up top. Orders are due March 3rd and clothing will be delivered to the school directly.
Grades 8 and 9 band students are reminded to bring in their $20 deposits for their band uniforms as soon as possible.
Happy birthday to Jackson and Caitlin. Have a great birthday.
Now here's a fun fact.
Did you know cotton candy was invented by dentists?